before we start talking, I feel like there should be some icebreaker, to get to know each other. I feel like before we really kick off, people should share in the chats what they really expect from this conversation so that whatever I'm doing, I know that giving you what you expect and maybe more. Because I prepared something, but I don't know what you're expecting. Okay, so in the chat, I would like you to share whatever it is you expect from this whole event and my presentation. So I'll just share my screen so that you see what my presentation is about. And then I'll be looking at for the chat to see what your expectations are. Okay, can I see the chat still? Maximum expectation is to learn how to craft a compelling CV that wows recruiters and an online persona that defines my identity. Okay, wow, 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 that's amazing. Any other expectation? Okay. Expectations, how to build an irresistible presence online, secrets in growing my LinkedIn account. Okay, oh la la. Okay, okay. So I'll be checking the chat once in a while to be sure that I'm giving you what you need. So let's kick off. My name is Augusta. I'm Dr. Augusta. I'm a medical doctor. I'm also at the moment a study in France consultant. So that means that when people want to study in France, I'm the go-to person. I'm the person that they contact to get information, to guide them, to advise them in general. And I became this mostly because of my experience in Campus France, Nigeria. And because of my, years of experience helping people, I've helped thousands of people, but the people that I have record of over 700 right now. I'm also a volunteer. I love to volunteer because while it's good to work and money, it's good to give back with your skills. So that means that I volunteer in different places. And one of my active volunteer roles is my role in Scholar Up Mentoring Academy, where I met Emeka. So I'm the senior executive, what is senior executive what? Administrator at Scholar of Mentoring Academy. And I just manage all the data. I use my tech savvy skills to manage the academy, like admin and everything. Wisdom is saying my expectation is to get knowledge on what platform to focus on more to build my professional career and how to connect and partner with those ahead of me on this platform. Wow. These expectations are plenty. Oh, hey. So I feel like it's quite interesting that I've been invited to speak on this topic because while I have some digital experience, digital marketing experience, and I was like a communications strategist for a while, I recently started taking my LinkedIn very seriously. That was about 8 months ago. I know that because we're currently in cohort 8 of our challenge, and it's every month, every 21 days that's 21 days every month. So we're currently got 8, so that means it's the 8th month, and I've been there since got 1. And I'm posting consistently. So it's interesting. I think the reason why he asked me to come to speak at this event is because of the footprints I left on LinkedIn or the footprints I'm leaving online, right? That's the idea I got. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna come. I'm going to honor this invitation and speak to um, people because this is really what I love to do. I love to share ideas. I love to share what I know and what I've learned, and that's what I hope to do today. So if you can see my slide here, there's a picture of me holding a plaque. And this picture is not to show off that I'm an award winning whatever. It just tells a story that I want to share before I start. This picture came, let me say, I started posting actively in June. And after 3 months or so of posting, I was like, why do I bother posting on LinkedIn? Like, I started posting during the summer. I didn't have a lot of commitment at the time. But September, when school started, I was like, I have a lot to focus on. I have work, I have school. Why am I even wasting my time posting on LinkedIn? And I just focus on something else. And then I received a message on my DM saying, oh my God, You've helped. At that time, I had 600 people study in France. You're doing so well. I admire what you do. Would like to recognize your effort. Would like to recognize your work. And I was nominated for an award in education. And I was like, wow, like, is this a joke? Is this a scam? Like, are you guys trying to scam me? Who are you? So, but like, I said, okay, I sent my photo, I sent my bio. And in November, I went to this very wonderful, prestigious event. Albert Einstein's cousin was there. So many people from all over the world, from UK, from Caribbeans, from US, they came to honor me with this plaque, with this award as a global youth shaker. Wow. I was dumbfounded. And why am I telling this story? This award is a result, is a testament. Let's just use LinkedIn language. It's a testament to my LinkedIn presence, the what I'm sharing on LinkedIn, the expertise I'm showcasing. I have been consulting, I've been helping people study in France for years now, but no one, I mean, apart from my workplace, my office gave me an award, but no one else ever really recognized the work that I'm doing. No one else really recognized me. But just a few months after sharing my story, after posting consistently on LinkedIn, someone else recognized me and in a very big way. I don't know if you are getting my story, right? This is why I needed to start on this note because it sets the premise for everything I'm going to talk about. If you feel me, if you can hear me, please just drop something in the chat so I can be sure that I'm talking to somebody. Oh, I can see hearts. Thank you. Because I can't see the faces of people I'm speaking with, but I can imagine the reason. I can hear you clearly. Thank you, Wisdom. I feel you. Thank you, Precious. Thank you. So this is just the story, right? Just to show you that there is power of showcasing yourself online. You can choose any medium. You can choose Instagram. You can choose Facebook. I did that in a while back, but I'm not really a social media person. You know, Instagram people always dancing or showing fine photos or things. The pressure was just too much. But I found LinkedIn, and for someone like that's professionally minded like me, it's just clicked that this is where I want to be and this is where I've chosen to be. Okay, so let me go on to with the presentation. Thank you for feeling me. Thank you, Chinenye Priska, for your for hearing me loud and clear. Okay, so what's the goal of this presentation? I see you have expectations, but I really can't cover everything, right? We'll have a limited time, so I can't really give you unlimited information. But as much as possible, by the end of this session, I hope that you understand how to optimize your LinkedIn profile for maximum visibility. You will also learn strategies that position you as an industry authority, whatever industry you may be. You learn to develop techniques for strategic networking and relationship building, create a measurement framework to track your digital footprint growth, and finally, implement a 30-day action plan for LinkedIn success. And I feel like the last part is the most important because if you understand and you learn and you develop and you create without implementation, what's the point? What's the point? Someone type, what is the point? What is the point of learning things if you're not going to implement it, please? I'm trying to see if I can. Oh, who's joining? Is it me that was joined on the page now? Okay. So let's warm up. Let's warm up. I hope you have your pens. I hope you have something to write with some writing material. If you're digital, write on your computer, but don't share it on the chat yet. This is the self-reflection part. I want you to reflect. I want you to think to yourself and write it down somewhere. And at the end of the session or somewhere in between, I would like to ask someone who is brave enough to answer, to interact, and tell me what they think about these questions. So let's look at the questions. The first question is, what three words what three words would you want recruiters or clients, your potential clients? Your clients could be people that want to buy your service. If you're looking for admission, your clients are those people who want to admit you into school. Clients could be anything. When they come to your LinkedIn profile, what 3 words do you want them to think about you? What 3 words should come to their mind? Okay. Giving you time to write down your thoughts. Thirdly, what unique perspective or expertise could you share that would position you as a thought leader in your field? Third question, how often do you currently engage with content on LinkedIn? And what stops you from engaging more? Are you guys writing? I would like to know if you're writing so that I will know if I should speed up. If you're writing, say writing, please. Anyone?
Yeah, we're writing.
Okay, thank you, Miracle. So 4, which accomplishment from your career would make the strongest speech? Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, Abel and I would make the strongest featured post on your LinkedIn. I'm going to open my LinkedIn later and you see my featured posts. I'm not so proud, but we'll see. And the 5th is, what skills or qualities do you have that could help you succeed online? So take a moment and visual your future. What do you imagine in 5 years? From now to 5 years, okay? Look at what you have now and what you envision for the future. Okay, great. So now into the presentation. I don't want to assume you know what digital footprint is. That was the topic I was given. So what is digital footprint? It's a collection of information, content, and activity you leave online. So if you're a dancer, it will make sense if dancing is what the content you're leaving online. If you're a researcher, it makes sense. But I feel like your digital footprint is whatever you're leaving online. And we're going to look at why it matters and what you should kind of footprint you should leave online for the kind of results you want. And what is LinkedIn? I don't know if everyone here is on LinkedIn or everyone knows what LinkedIn is. I didn't want to assume, but LinkedIn is an application, it's a web app, a mobile app. It's a professional platform for showcasing skills and achievements. The digital footprint advantage. Why should you bother about your digital footprint? Why does it matter what you leave online? It matters because what you post online, the things you put online, is your 24/7 professional ambassador. Sorry. It's your ambassador. When you're sleeping, when you're not there, and people mention your name, the name I'm seeing on my screen now is Miracle in them. When I go to the internet, Google, and type Miracle in them, what do I see there? I don't need to call you. I don't need to ask you to send me your CV. I don't need to ask you for anything. But when I type your name, what do I see online? That's your digital footprint. When I open your profile, what do I see? First impressions happen online before I even meet you in person. Before I interview you, before I ask you for anything, I want to come and see your profile. And it really matters what your position yourself as, what people see when they encounter you for the first time, and that happens online now. And 87% of recruiters use LinkedIn to evaluate candidates, believe it or not. I know that when I was applying for jobs when I first moved to France, people gave me like a myriad of websites to go and apply. But I did. I applied on all of them. I also applied on LinkedIn. And most of my interviews came from LinkedIn. And the jobs that I got came from LinkedIn as well. Even then, I didn't have an optimized profile. And now that I have an optimized profile, I actually get more offers that I'm now rejecting. So you can just imagine. So this, and then finally, a strategic digital footprint creates opportunities while you sleep. So let's look at LinkedIn. I'm focusing on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is your CV, and that's the CV we're talking about today. 900 million, as approximately 1 billion people are on LinkedIn from 200 plus countries. You don't need to get a visa. You don't need to fly anywhere. You're already like, you have access to 200 countries because of the people on LinkedIn. For instance, I'm currently in France and I have very good relationships, collaborations with people across the world. For instance, I don't know if you know one of my very closest collaborator, Maka Ifeduba, she's in the US. And we also have Joshua, who's in the UK. And I have people in the Caribbean and all over the world just because of LinkedIn. Just imagine you have 200 plus countries in your phone, people that you can contact anytime. There are 58 million companies listed on LinkedIn. So if one company says no to you, you still have 58 million companies to seek whatever you want from them. 97% of B2B marketers use LinkedIn for content marketing. And just imagine this, 6 people are hired on LinkedIn every minute. I've been speaking for like 15 minutes now. I don't know who can do the maths. How many people have been hired on LinkedIn since I started talking? 15 times 6. Where are the maths board? 15 times 6. How many people have been hired? Okay. Decision makers spend, oh, wow. I hope that's correct. 90. So 90 people have been hired since I started talking. Hired though, not like they were interviewed though. They were hired. Like you've got the job. Congratulations. Thank you for that first math, April. Decision makers spend 54% more time on LinkedIn. So that's why you need to spend more time on LinkedIn so that you can either influence decisions that are made or show yourself as a decision maker. So did you know? Yes or no? Yes or no? Say in the chats. Yes or no? Yes or no? Did you know LinkedIn's algorithm favor profiles with complete information? Yes or no? Did you know? No. Okay. 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 Now you know. Yes. Yes. No. No. Okay. Well, now you know. Even LinkedIn says so themselves. The fact that your profile is completed shows that you're serious about the interface. You're serious about the platform. And because you've packaged yourself well, they feel more confident to present you to more people. I didn't know. I noticed a little change when I optimized my profile. You see, I also noticed it too. Since I optimized my profile, not even my own profile, but when you're on LinkedIn and you scroll down in the connect section, when you see people to connect with, it suggests to you people you should connect with. But when you scroll, it suggests people you should follow. And the common thing you see about those people you should follow are those people, all their profiles are optimized. I don't see them suggesting anybody I should follow who doesn't have an optimized profile. I've never seen it before. And we're going to see that very soon. So an all-star profile status makes you 40 times more likely to receive opportunities through LinkedIn. This is just optimization. No, we're not talking about content. We're not talking about what you're saying, your authority or anything. Just optimize your profile and leave it there. That gives you 40 times more likelihood of receiving opportunities on LinkedIn. So it all starts with optimization. Your LinkedIn profile serves as your digital business card and the first touch point for many professionals. Yes. It's a strategic, well-crafted profile instantly communicates your value proposition and professional brand. I mean, that's what an optimized profile should do. And studies show visitors form impressions within 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds of viewing your profile. This makes optimization critical to your professional success. 7 seconds. Let's look at my profile for 7 seconds. And then I want to get your impression. I think oh no, this is not my profile. Let's look at my profile. In 7 seconds, I want you to tell me what you think about me. I mean, before you even met me, you've already met me. I would have shown you my profile before you met me. But now that you see my profile, what do you think about this person? Consider, imagine you had not met me, but you came across this profile. What would you have thought about this person? Value? Really? Thank you. But like you're just scrolling on LinkedIn and then you come across this profile and you just see it. Will you look again? Or will you scroll by? Okay, thank you. Education based, yes. You can see education based because you see school, you see education. Okay, what else do you think? Oh, you definitely look again. Yes, that's the point. It's like wearing makeup and dressing nice. When somebody sees you, they will look turn again. And then they want to talk to you. And that's how they will know the value that you have by your content. Am I making sense? They'll definitely look again, definitely. So when you come out my profile within 7 seconds, you can see Eiffel Tower. What does Eiffel Tower represent? I just hope most people know. But once you see Eiffel Tower, before you even start reading what is there, what does Eiffel Tower tell you? Paris, Paris, baby. Yes. So Paris, France. And then, okay, now what is this girl's business with France? You look and read. Don't let your dreams of attending a prestigious French school slip away. Okay, oh, okay. I'll help you get there. Then you're looking again. You now scroll to my about you. What is my headline? You see my name, and then you see this. This is where you can put you, he, she, is. And then you see study in France experts. Okay, it's getting interesting. And she says she's advancing global education access. We want to find out how is she advancing global education access. That's where they go to come and see your featured posts and your other posts. And then she says she has guided 700. Aha, wow, okay. Some experience there. Okay. So I'm trying to build my authority by putting that. Then education consultant, that's my title. And I put this MSc, like you don't need to put your education there, but I'm a medical doctor. But I put MSc Smart EdTech there, particularly because of the kind of jobs I want to start applying for and the jobs I want in the future. So in 7 seconds, in 1 minute, when they're looking again, you can pretty much see my proposition, what I want you to think of me. This is not everything about me. I cannot put everything about me here. I have a lot about me. I love dancing. I teach English. I'm a medical doctor. I want to build apps. I have tech skills. I'm tech savvy. There's so many things about me, but I know that you only have 7 seconds to get that first impression of me and look again, right? And then within the next 30 seconds, okay, I think it's clear now. Education consultant uh aiming higher in the field of smart tech. Yes, you see, because I'm studying in France now. Yeah, so I did not put student here. I'm going to see some people's profile. If you like me to look at your profile very briefly, just put your link in the comments so I can look at your profile. And then these are personal information. You don't need to see my impressions. And then the about session, you see how I clearly defined it. There's a marketing framework I use. PAS. Who knows what PAS is? Problem, I think action solution. Can't remember. Sorry, I've forgotten what the A stands for. If you know, please help me put in the chat. So I put dreaming of studying in France, but feeling lost, blah, blah, blah. I explain the problem and I tell you, okay, I'm Augusta, I'm this is my company, I'm your key, and this is how I can help you. If you want me to help you, book a one-to-one consultation. Yeah, problem, agitate, solution. Oh, thank you so much, Wisdom. Thank you. You're really wise. That's really wise. So you can use the problem, agitate, solution for your this. I feel like this is too long, but every time I try to shorten it, I'm like, oh my god, it's I don't want to shorten it, but it doesn't have to be this long. Just what problem do you solve? Agitate. This is the problem. You are tired. You need somebody to do this for you. You don't know where to start. Then you present yourself. I am your solution. And how can I solve your problem? By doing this and that and that. That is That's the next step after the 7 seconds you look at me. You see what I can offer to you. And the featured post, I told you I was not proud. I feel like I'm showing off in the featured post, but I mean that's why it's there. Featuring, putting your best foot forward. Okay, thank you for the link. You're putting your first foot forward. We can see what I am. I'm a doctor. I don't joke with it because I suffered to earn my medical degree. So I always put it somewhere that's visible. I put doctor, I put MD, and I put this in my featured session. But that's not really the value I'm selling. That's why you don't see it in my headline. And then I put this other award because it's something that it reminds me every day for me I don't put it there for anybody. When I go to my LinkedIn, it reminds me every day why I keep showing up, because no matter the impact you're making, if people don't see what you're doing, if you don't show people what you're doing, perhaps they may not really take you seriously, or you may be losing your chance on opportunities. So this is just for me a very personal reminder. And then I put my link. If you it's already here. Book a one-on-one consultation is here. If you click it to take you to my seller. And then here also, you can also book a one-on-one consultation. And then I'm very open to collaborating on events like this one, working with Emeka. I do this quite often with people. And then if you want to my community, you can also join. And other featured posts, some of my very best posts that kind of explain what I'm an advocate for education. So you see me writing things about advocacy, education consultancy, and French. Because I'm in France, I need to also showcase that I speak French. So I put my C1 certification. The C1 is advanced level in French. And then your work experience, I try to update it. Oh, thank you. I'll come to your profile very soon. I'll finish in 3 minutes. I look at my experience. I put it up there. I recently became a member of Forbes BLK because I used to tell people like, what are these people that, what are they doing inside that place? I went and applied and I got selected. And this is my role, my official role. As you can see, my background. I'm the Africa Development Officer for Beyond Business School. But this is not in my headline because personally, I don't want to be known I don't want to just be known for the work that I do and where I work. I don't want when people to think about me, they just think about Leon Business School, because I feel like I'm more than that. I have I have value. So even if other schools, other people, competitors see me, they don't just see me as a competition. They don't just see me as Leon Business School or what my role. They see me as someone that has made impact in the field of education, particularly for helping people to come study in France. And that's my personal choice. So I feel like for everything you're doing on your LinkedIn or on your CV, your digital CV, it needs to hit a point. It needs to have a reason. And I'm just telling you my own reasons. And I'm going to check people's profile to see what your reasons are. So it also helps to put photos that shows what you do. So I say, okay, I am this, I'm responsible for spearheading Africa Focus initiatives. And I put photos of me doing fairs with my boss, talking to people, and just standing pretty at the fair. And then in France, I also teach English, but it's something I do from time to time, mostly on Saturdays. It's not a full-time job. And then this is my company, Boots Consulting, where I do the consultations, and this is my previous role. So my profile is complete in experience. All my experience, like you put in your CV from day one, all my experience is here. So if you want to go and what is the word? I can't remember the word, but that thing when you go and spy on somebody, you can go and see my whole history here. This is all my work history from my very first job after medical school. And then education. I think, yeah, this is education. Stalk, yes. If you want to go and stalk somebody. I recently stalked somebody. I saw this I went for Toastmasters last week, and on the list of executives, somebody was telling me that, oh, we have one Nigerian here, his name is this. And I saw his name on the list of executives. So the first thing I did, guess what? LinkedIn head. I went to LinkedIn, I typed his name, and I saw, wow, impressive. Okay, interesting. Okay, I was interested. So I saw the phone number there and I messaged this person, and we've been having really very, very good conversations. But that's how it starts. So I stalked them first, and that's why, something may go on from there. My education, this is what I'm currently studying. This is what I've studied in the past. I've updated everything and also added the activities I did while I was in school. I was very active. I'm a very active person. I'm sure you can see that. But I put all the things when I was teaching. When I was in school, I was also teaching people English and organizing activity cultural activities. I also have some certifications from Johns Hopkins when I was working in public health and from University of Washington. I put it there because it wasn't just one certificate, it was several certificates, and it took me more than 1 year or 2 years to get it done. And I put certificate there. And this is my first degree, medicine from UNN. And I mean, you spent 7 years in school. I tried to put the things here, outline the things that I did and activity, the things I achieved. Because all these things can fit into your paper CV. In your paper CV, usually it should be 1 page or 2 pages. So this is LinkedIn is where you get your chance to spread your wings and fly and write all those things for people who have time to stalk you to see what you've been up to. So even if you are still a student, just imagine I was still a student and this was like 7 years ago. My LinkedIn profile will still have value because why? Because I see a lot of French people do this. I may just be in school, right? Let's say this is 2016 now. One in 2025 or in 2016. And somebody comes to my profile. Do you know that in my work experience, I'm still in school, oh, but in my work experience, I can put vice president, medics frontiers as my work experience. I can put group representative. I can put publicity manager. All these things are my work experience because the volunteer role you're doing right now, whether you're in school, whatever you're doing, is work experience. All the president's jobs, blood saves life, all these things. I was House of Rep member, their work experience for that period when you're in school. So for 7 years, okay, I didn't start from the very first day. Okay, from 6 years of medical school, all the 6 years I was medical school, I was actively volunteering, actively doing work. So that's 6 years of experience already. Did you get the nuggets there? So if you don't get it from school, you already have, if you've been actively participating in your school association or whatever, you already have 3 to 4 years experience. Believe it or not, that's how my friend got a job. I was like, she got a job, and I was like, how did you get this job? They said you need 5 years experience. She was like, yes, no. She has 5 years experience. And she outlined all the experience from when she was in school to when she did her service till that moment. And she was able to defend it and she got a job. So this is all your experience, whatever it is you're doing now in school. Yes, exactly. Yes, even faith-based volunteering. I was the vice president of FECAMS. FECAMS is Fellowship of Medical Students Association. I was the vice president. I didn't put it there because I'm not very faith-based right now, so I didn't put it there, and I don't associate with the association at the moment. But if you are one, if you are the whole, I was also whole pastor. Oh my God! If you are the whole pastor, that's leadership. You can also put it there. And this was my diploma or the exchange program I did when I was in Germany. So this is all education. You see how every part is full. You need this is optimization pro max, I think, because I think I'm very extra, so I've gone and overdone. Certification, 25 licenses. I cannot show you all of them, but all the certifications, this future proof that you're attending now is going to come here. The certification. It shows that you are actively learning. It shows that you're upskilling at every point. Um, Projects. This one, I just recently found out that LinkedIn has projects. So if you don't want to put something as a job, maybe you're currently working for a company and you feel like you don't want to put it as volunteering because it looks like it's going to take your time, you can put it here as projects. Medics Express was the first company I founded. But I remember when I was interviewing for a job, the lady asked me that you are the CEO of Medics and you're applying for a job here. Hey, I was like, yes, but after I explained tire, nobody told me to go and remove it from CEO to put it in project. Because it's my project, it's my business, but it's a project. It's something that I'm passionate, something I'm passionate about, and something I'm working on. I have people working for me on the side, but it's not really profitable at the moment. So I need a job because it's just like something I love to do. So I put it on that project. And then I'm currently a student, and all my assignments that I do, I put them as projects. I did a micro learning assignment. I coded an application. I did the instructional design. I did some research as well. So all these are projects. So your assignments in school, your group projects, your final year projects, all those projects, there's space for it here on LinkedIn. So you can go and add it. Okay, I think the next one will be volunteer experience. Volunteering. Yes, I'm very proud. Senior executive administrator, I put it here. And senior These are my past volunteer experience. If you want to go and stalk me, you can stalk me. And then skills. God help me. 100 skills. I finished it. You've added the maximum skills. Please, if you have skills, don't hide it. Don't be like, let me just put 10. No. Put all of them. But sometimes when I want to add something, I've got to remove one skill and add another skill. I have hundreds. I have many more skills. I did not put dancing here, but I can dance to save my life. So please update your skills. They need to see it. And this is my dear friend Emeka that recommended me. So if you have people who you've worked with that can recommend you, ask them to recommend you and recommend them to. I think I also gave him a recommendation. Like this is me giving him a recommendation. I also gave me. So give and receive. This is one of my clients, not even a client. I just helped him and his payment to me was a recommendation. Actually, I don't mind because my paying clients, I don't ask them for recommendation because you paid me. Because when I pay people for service, I don't really want it to be disturbing me up and down for a recommendation because you have paid you for the work. This is just my opinion. But you can give services to people and they can like you and thank you. And those they can also give you recommendations for what you've done. And this is my coach and my dear friend Amaka, and some people I've worked with. So ask for recommendations. It also boosts your profile. This is my brother, the very first person that trusted me to give me a recommendation. Okay, so God, I think I've spoken more than the time I said I was going to speak on profile. But I think you get the point. And the awards, your awards, any little award, no matter how little it is, put your awards here. I will show you one funny award now. This one I didn't want to put it, but I put it. Most punctual Antonian. Because I was always the first person that would come to church to arrange chair, and they gave me an award for it. Who knows? Maybe it would be one of my big breaks someday. Somebody would be like, "What does this most punctual Antonia mean?" And then, but it's actually funny. But any award you receive, put it there and add the image shows that you're not just saying it. I see a lot of people put their awards also of scholarships that they've received. It's an award, scholarship is an award, so put it there as well. And then your language skill, whatever languages, the test scores and your language skills. I think I put Nigerian languages and Spanish there as well. Oh God, and this. So yes, I think my profile is optimized. And endorsements, people endorse your skills. So endorse people's skills and endorse your own. I think these skills, I just put them over the weekend, so they're not as endorsed. But my other skills, I have endorsements on them. So it's you can shuffle them once in a while so that the endorsements they go round. Okay, so let me look at this profile. Oh my God, whose one did I'll pick the first one because I think I'm running out of time. I only have a few minutes left. I was given 1 hour. Um, so let's look at this profile. What comes to your mind? This on the chat, what comes to your mind when you see this profile? I'm seeing something that because I'm knowledgeable, it looks like a motherboard, but I don't know why it's on the profile. So what comes to your mind when you see this profile of Joshua? You see a motherboard here. What does motherboard mean to us? And why should we care about engineering? Okay, okay. Engineer, what kind of engineering? Is it civil engineering, computer engineering, mechanical engineering, oil and gas engineering? Which engineering? Engineer. And what is she going to engineer for you? Civil engineering, I don't know. I don't know what this is, but it looks more electrical than civil. But what do I know? So she said she's a graduate in mechatronics engineering. She's passionate about robotics, automation, control engineering. Okay, that's good. And women in STEM advocates, SDGs, something, 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 something. I like that people put these SDGs, but do people really know what SDG 4, 5, and 9 are? I think SDG 4 is quality education, if I'm right. But do people really know what they are? So this profile is not terrible at all. It's not bad. But for me, when I come to this profile in the first 7 seconds, I'm just asking myself so many questions and I may just pass because I don't really get what she's offering. Okay, I graduate in mechatronics engineering. Okay, so what? Why should we care? Why should we care about your being a graduate? And what should we care about your passion? So what are you offering? What's your value proposition? Right? And your about session is I'm seeing that it's in third person. There's a debate about this, about it, but this is your profile. I personally believe that your profile should have I because we're coming to you and it's like you're introducing yourself. You come to my house and you meet me. I'm like, hello, my name is Augusta. She's an education consultant. She is this, she is that. I mean, I would just look at you. I'm like, this person okay. So this is your profile. This is like your house. This is your welcome page. So you welcome me to your house, and then I come and I talking to you as about yourself as she. I don't know how you look at it. If you're okay with it, good and fine. But for me, that's how it feels. I just come to your profile, I come to your page, and next time I'm hearing you call yourself she. Okay. But if you want to change it, I think personally it should be I. If you want to send your profile to somebody to introduce you, then it can be she. So when they are reading it, they are saying she is, she is, she is. But when I come to your profile, I see it as you talking. I am, I am, I am. And okay, oh, she's part of our challenge. Oh God, you're doing well. In fact, your profile optimization score has gone up from from 20% to 50%. I'm giving you score. But if you're part of our challenge, then I feel like this is the 19. You should have optimized your profile by now. But let me just believe that you're working on it. Okay, at least you're started posting and your post looks well spaced out, looks interesting. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me endorse your skills, even though I don't know them yet. But I'm saying that education just shows, you see your education, you put your graduate of this. You already told us you're a graduate, right? We know that you're a graduate. And now in what when you were studying, we don't really know anything else about you. We don't know if you are really active in school. We don't know what your extracurricular activities were to make you more interesting. Like, are you a politician? Are you someone who was an advocate? Do you used to go for outreaches? We don't know. We just know that you're graduates, which is like a revision of what you already wrote here for us. And we see your posts. Okay, at least you're posting strategically. But what about you should we care about? What do we need reading about you? I don't see any work experience. Maybe you haven't worked, but as I said, all those volunteer roles you've been doing are also work experience. Okay, let's not dwell on that. Let me quickly look at the next profile. Blessing. There was another person. Okay, blessing. Let's connect. Oh wow. This is Blessing Iyari, data analyst. I'm straining my eyes. As you can see, I'm trying to get closer to the screen to look at it. So that may be a point for you that I cannot really see what is on your profile, but I can when I squint, I can see that it's data analyst and programs manager with some phone number and something that looks like an email address. But I can see you standing well. You have a professional headshot, looks nice, well put together. I can see you're also a Yali member. Okay, when I was in Abuja, I was in Yali, and I can see your education, data analyst, program manager. This is all good and fine. But if you are somebody that wants to sell yourself, it would be very important to say, I help you, I can do this. You see how people brand their page by offering. You can either say what you can do for them or say what you've already done for so many people. So I've helped these people or I help you. So it does depend on how you want to word it. But you have like 18,000. That's I'm still aspiring to get there. You have good number of followers, so it means that you'll be doing something right. And your about session looks very good. You have skills. Oh, you're offering services. Beautiful. So if you want to offer services like Upwork, you can also do the same thing on LinkedIn and offer services and have featured posts. She put a post that did very well. That's another tip for a featured post. You can put something that did very well and put things that highlights what you're really offering. Okay. Good photo is one of the keys to a good post. But I'm not going to talk about in-depth content now. But I see that the her posts her page looks very nice. Seasonal program manager. Woohoo! Congratulations. You're the current program manager of Yali. That's superb. This is one of my volunteer experience. I was the social media manager for Yali in 20, maybe 21, 22, I think. So this is her experience now. So it depends. Maybe later on her page may be too full, then she can move this to volunteer experience. But this is what she's currently doing now, and it makes a lot of sense. So if she wants to apply for program roles, this is very good to see. See, operations manager. So she says she has operations management experience, head of science, mathematics, chemistry. So this profile looks really good. It's optimized. It's kind of profile that I think I think I was saying something earlier. Okay, it's not here. It's going to be on my page. You can see similar profiles. So you can also look at similar profiles to compare with your profile and see what people in your industry are doing. Let me look at something that I was talking about earlier. When I check my network and I want to see people I want to connect with, but I don't accept connection requests and say, look at your profile. So I'm not really going around looking at. So these are the people that LinkedIn is suggesting to me based on my recent activity. I've been doing a lot of OMLeon work, so they are showing me lecturers to connect with. But there's something I was mentioning that it will suggest people to follow at the end. Can you see something that I saw about people to follow? The people to follow, typically, from my observation, usually have somewhat optimized profile. So these are the people to follow based on my activity. So far, they're not asking me to follow people that don't have profile photo. They're not asking me to follow people that don't really have a clear value that they are proposing. And these are people to connect with as well. So let me go back to my presentation. I did not plan to talk so much on this, but I feel like your LinkedIn is your number one digital CV, and that's why we're here. So please, I don't know how much time I have left. Just let me know so I know how to manage the rest of my time. But your professional headshot, I don't like this photo, but I just had to put it because I've not taken all those fine photos like the last one that we just saw. I don't have green suits yet. Don't mind me. But I'm not taking a better photo to put but this steps is doing the work. You can see my face. So and then my banner is there. And so you need a headshot, you need a compelling headline that tells people who you are, the value you're giving, and if they come and contact you, what can they get from you? People usually want to get something from you, so you need to show them what they can get. So this is my custom banner, my details about session, featured session showcasing my best work, which is my awards. Thank you. And then my skill session with endorsements, and then I asked you what's your first impression. You said education, you said France, and that is really what I want you to get when you come to my profile. So think about that for your profile. You want people to know you're a graduate. Why should they care that you're a graduate? Have you built something? If your project was that you built a robot that can serve rice and stew, maybe in your about section you can put that so that we know that this is the value that you're offering. And then let's go. Sorry guys, I'm taking so much time. But if you think that you've gotten value or you're learning something at all from the presentation, please put value in the chat. Thank you. So some questions to think about. Now let's think. Back to you. Oh, thank you. Thank God. Thank God for you. Thank God. What types of profiles are currently standing out in your industry? So whatever your industry is, mine is education. So I tend to follow a lot of people in the education space. So I follow lecturers, I follow education consultants, and I look at their profile and I see what is standing out. And recently I've been following people in edtech. So I go to a company, maybe I go to Google page, and then I look for the people that work in the edtech space and I follow them. I've gone and followed all the people in OM Lyon faculty that are in edtech. So now I'm currently consulting communications and recruitment. But next year, I'm going to start applying for edtech roles. So I'm following them to see how they're packaging their skills, how they're packaging their profile. Thank you so much, eBay. I'm seeing how they're packaging so that I can brand myself because people will believe what you tell them. People will believe what you show them. So when you put yourself as competent, when you package yourself as competent, when people talk to you, when people talk to your profile before they even talk to you, they see you as competent. So that first impression matters. So it's okay to copy. If you see people that are doing something that you like, the thing is there, it's open on the internet. Just go and copy it. Don't copy and paste. Don't go and copy Dr. Augusta is. Refine it to your own. I like this. You can go to ChatGPT. I like this person's profile. I want you to describe me like this person, or what kind of skills can I put to stand up like this person? Which part of your profile now do you think we need immediate improvement? I already showed with some examples. So people need to improve on their profile, particularly the banner. Because I said the banner, your profile picture, and the first 7 seconds. When people look at your profile like this, are they going to just scroll past or they're going to look again? What unique skills or experiences set you apart in your field? That's for you to answer. So did you know again? Did you know? LinkedIn members with more than 500 connections are 400 times more likely to receive opportunities through the platform. Did you know? I did not know. I did not know. Did you know? Please, was it only me that did not know? And this is why your keyboards are they so far away? Please type, type, type. Did you know? Did you know? Yes or no? I want to be sure I'm not talking to myself. Did you know? Me, I did not know. I did not know. You see, me, I don't know, but you say that's what they are saying. So 500 connections is not a lot. It's something you can get actually in a month if you're very serious about content strategy. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen over and over again. I don't think I have time to even show you examples, but I know because of my experience with Scholar Up, I've seen people that came with one connection and now they're 7,000, they're 10,000. They even, some of them will come out overtake me now. And I'm very happy about that because it shows that the system that we're implementing works. Now, connection strategy. I don't know how many Nigerians are here, but when you say you have connection, I remember that time when I was looking for house sponsorship and people were like, you need to have connection to get a job. So connections, I mean, maybe you know one minister, you know one former president, you know somebody. But now, connection is not limited to people that have connection again. You too, you can have connection. You can have connection on LinkedIn. Emeka is my connection and I'm his connection. And it's because he knows me and we are connections. That's why I'm here today. If not for LinkedIn, I'm sure I don't know, but I probably never have known him. So connection is very good. And what's your strategy for connection? Do you want to just go and be connecting with everybody because you're looking for 500 connections? It's up to you. I don't judge. But I believe that connection needs quality over quantity. Yes, we want to have 500 connections, but do you want to be connected to people that are sleeping online just to connect with them? They'll come once, 3 months, accept your request, and go back to whatever they are doing. You want to connect with people that are in your field, people that you can learn from and that you can exchange meaningfully with. You want to connect with people that engage consistently, and you also want to engage consistently with your connections. You want to follow thought leaders and companies in your industry. And I recommend that you personalize requests. I did not do that. I'm sorry. I just sent a connection request to somebody because she's on this chat. So I think we already have some personal connection. But typically, when I'm sending out connection requests, I be like, I look at the profile very well and I'm like, oh, hello, my name is this. I saw this on your profile and I'd like to connect with you based on this. Then, most importantly, I won't say most importantly, but one of the important things that's really helped me on LinkedIn is being in a community that I'm participating actively in. So let's thinking back at cohort one of the Scholar Up Mentoring Academy, where I'm volunteering now as the senior executive administrator. I joined the group just to, I came in out of what's the word? I just wanted to see, I mean, what are you talking about? Let us just go and see what's happening there. So I was inquisitive. But I'm the kind of person I'm very social. I participated actively. I did everything I was meant to do. I optimized my profile to the best of my ability at that point in time was not as good as this. I engaged actively, and that was when my I think I gained 2K additional followers within that first month because I was in it like morning to night. I was on LinkedIn. So this is one important factor. If you want to, as I say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with people. I hope I'm getting that right. So joining a community is very important. And that's why I met Emeka. So if you're interested, you can message Emeka, you can message me after to know the community that I'm talking about and we can get connected because that's a very important connection strategy. The kind of people I've met in that community, wow, wow, industry leaders, people that are movers and shakers in their field. And that's just because I'm in the community and I'm participating actively. Oh, look at this photo, my darling Emeka. So let me tell you a story, right? I don't. This is not even a story, but let me just give you a fact. When Emeka asked me to come and give this presentation, I was like, "Oh God, why? I don't have the time. I have so many things on my to-do list that I need to do." I have assignments to do. I have work stuff to do. But whenever I think of what this guy did during my visit to Nigeria, I was posting every day in November that I'm coming to Nigeria, this. He took it upon himself to also post it and invite people in his community to attend the event. And he traveled all the way from Badagry, I think, to come to the event. And this kind of things that people do for you that I personally don't take it for granted. So when he asked me to come and speak, I cannot tell him no. Obviously, would you have told him no if you were me? Even though that I'm choking like this, I have so many things that are choking me. I cannot tell him no. And this brings me to the point of networking strategically. You don't when you have people on your network, you don't just go and ask them for things. You have to show them that you are really interested in them. People are interested in those who are interested in them. So this little thing, this novel, he gave me one of my best books. He also brought me a book starts with why. So this kind of things that you do for people, is it time? I'm here, sorry. Is it time for me to stop? Okay, the person has stopped talking. Let me continue talking. So this kind of things that you do for people shows that you're interested. And there are things that you do for people that they cannot say no to you. I can hardly say no to him because of kind of things he has done for me. So this is it's not just what you know. You are the best in your field. You're number one top creator in your field. But no one is really like no one really knows you like that. And no one really cares about you because you're not really doing anything for anybody. Is it time for me to stop? Because I'm hearing sounds. I'm almost at the end, I think. Okay. Would you like me to stop soon? Because I'm hearing sounds. Okay.
No,
So
just continue. I will tell you when to stop. Go ahead.
okay, so the
Thank you.
relationship you are building both online and offline is really what sets you apart. So you can go online, you can post, you can connect with people, but if you're not really engaging with them in the DM, you're not really calling them or talking to them and building those relationships, then I don't know, it's your CV will work, but when I have an opportunity, the first people I will think about are people in my network that I have a relationship with, like Emeka or people, in my community. So it's not just what you post or who you connect with, but people who connect with you and resonate with what you're doing. So I'm just going to go very quickly about content strategy. So what kind of content are you going to post? You've beautified your profile now, you've post all your skills, you've put all of that, but you want to post strategic content. I'm not going to dive deep into this because we're just talking about the CV, which is the outlook. But you want your content to match your professional goals, and then you want to post different kinds of content because you don't want your people that are reading your content to get bored. So you want to post things related to your industry, your thoughts, your ideas, your work behind the scenes to humanize your brand, your achievements, all those your awards and everything you're doing, and very importantly, engage with others as well. During your engagement with others, you can also show what it is that you do. Then anything you're doing online, you also need to measure it. So week over week, month after month, you need to check your growth, your engagement, your impressions to see if you need to put in more work. Then I promise a 30-day action plan. So from today, 1 week from today, I would like all of us here to go and work on our profiles. If it's not optimized, get a very good graphic designer to design your banner. I'm a graphic designer, but then the banner I designed, no, when I look at it now, I'm like, oh no. Get people that ask you, if you say a profile that you like the person's design, you can ask the person who did the design for you and ask the person to design for you as well. So complete this. Then for the next 2 weeks, you create a content calendar that fits yours. I'm going to show you, give you a bonus of what my own looks like. Then in week 3, start networking strategically, send out connection requests, and then week 4, you analyze. So this is my own cheat sheet. This is what I post every week on LinkedIn. On Monday, I share motivation. On Tuesday, I share a testimonial from one of my students or just post about my work. On Wednesday, I share a story, my highs, my lows, my wins, my losses. On Thursday, I share my tech insights. I'm an edtech student. I share something related to tech or education. Friday, I write something in French about my work. Saturday, social Saturday, very casual. Sunday as well. So before you go, I asked you to write some questions down, but it seems like we don't have time to review what your thoughts are. But think about them again. When people look at your profile, what three things should come to their mind? What unique perspectives can you share that make you a thought leader? How often do you engage with on LinkedIn, and what is stopping you from doing that? What accomplishments from your career would make the most featured posts? Think about it. And what skills do you have that will help you succeed online? So finally, conclusion. I want to see you smile now. And you can smile for me. I know I've talked too much. So finally, the key takes away. The key takeaways is your personal brand is your professional self-marketing. You need to combine your unique strengths, your skills and interests, consistency and authenticity. They matter online. And next steps, as I said, I gave you assignments. I gave you three, four steps, things you need to do. So optimize your profile, develop your visual identity. When people come to your profile, what do you want them to know you for? Create consistent and valuable content. Develop and refine your pitch. Expand your network and give value. Build relationships. And thank you for your attention. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Okay, even though I don't accept immediately, but if you comment on my post, I'm most likely going to go and find your profile and connect with you. I'm Dr. Augusta, and it was a great pleasure interacting with you today. And I wish you the best for the rest of the summit.
All right, guys, can we just, use our digital clap innovation? Let's just give Dr. Augusta her flowers. If you have the flowers, please give it to her. Because I was just saying, Dr. Augusta, you're giving these people our insider secret. I mean, they should come up with $25 and, and learn this thing.
It's all
But here you
about giving
are.
value.
Yeah, here you are learning so much for free. So I'll just take two pressing questions before we let Dr. Augusta rest from this conversation. Already it's a lot. She's even saying some of the things I felt I knew, but I just realized that there are many things I don't know. Okay, I was asking that how can somebody start? I'm assuming that somebody doesn't have experience. You might be shocked that many people don't know what LinkedIn is. I was shocked too when I realized that even university students don't know what LinkedIn is, and that's one of the reasons I'm here. So I'm trying to make it popular among some of my peers, and also for someone who hasn't started, how can the person start? That's just the basics. So
You start by starting. You start by creating an account. And from what we're seeing on LinkedIn now, you want to create an account with your real name, not Pinky Boss or the name that you aspire for. So you want to start well by starting with your identity. What's the name on your passport, your birth certificate? So you create an account and then you start to fill out the information according to the profile, your details. And if you don't know what to do, okay, you've created your account now, you don't know what to post, don't know where to start from. As I said, join a community. And there is currently one that I'm a member of. If you want, you can join it. It's called Scholar of Mentoring Academy. It's mostly for like students, graduate students, and professionals who want to fine-tune their offerings and elevate their professional presence. Really, that's what it's called. So I don't know if I'm feeling generous, but to join is $25, I think. But for anyone here that wants to join, I can give you a discount. I'm going to pay $5 out of $25. Well, only
amazing.
for 4 people, so I'm going to be giving $20. No, I don't have a lot of money. I'm a student, so please don't be oppressed on my profile. I don't have money. I'm a student, but I'm going to help maybe give discount of $5 for 4 people who want to join. And I don't know if you can put your name down. I noticed it, so you don't come and meet me later and say you watched the recording and meet me later. If you're interested, you can just put this in the chat and then can talk from there.
August, that was too generous. You gave us value, and you also gave us, I mean, you're giving us this. That's a lot. I really appreciate it. But the sad thing is that the people who are going to be catching up on YouTube, they'll miss out on this bonus. And that's unfortunate. So I really wish somebody would jump in on this right now, because what Dr. Augusta just said is, I mean, is such a a generous thing she's doing right now, because I know the value obtainable in LinkedIn. Believe me when I say it, because if you know me, I don't advocate I don't advocate for anything I've not, experienced. So whatever you see me crying out for, raising my voice for, there's something there. So I want to encourage you to please jump at it and take this offer. And as you do so, I hope you're going to achieve your goal. So with that said, Dr. Gus, I want to thank you so very much for opening this floor for us today. Although I realized that some persons were not taking their emails, because we sent out emails to 421 individuals. So how many of us on the call, got the link in our emails? How many persons on the call? Can I see an emoji, please? Or you got the link on your email. So, and I realized that
Many
most persons
people
got
don't check their emails. Many people don't check their emails.
really,
True.
really. And that's the sad thing. That's one thing I told my team, that I'm not going to share the Zoom link on WhatsApp. It's very deliberate, because there's some culture we must begin to change if we must compete favorably on the global stage. And one of them is being consistent with our emails, taking our emails seriously. So that's why we are here tonight. So I will review with my team and see what we're going to do better, because a lot has been said this evening. But we believe that when we upload this on YouTube, some persons we can also embed your LinkedIn handle, if you don't mind. People can follow that route, because we're going to push the video too for people to see. So if you're okay with that, we can also embed it in case people have questions to ask. They can always come around to ask. So with that, I say a very big thank you for being so generous, giving us of your time, giving us of your value, giving us of all that you do in Scholar Up, and then taking us inside behind the scenes. So we really appreciate. So we are happy. So after now, everybody, I encourage you to, if you have a LinkedIn handle, go out there, thank Dr. Augusta if you can. I mean, if you can make a post and tag her, and tag her. I mean, it adds to her. This is somebody
Yes,
who is into student development. So this is
I
part
need
of our
feedback as
African
well.
development just.
Yeah. I need
Yeah,
feedback,
so
like what I could do better. I mean, I may not have done. I'm just, this is not really my field. I'm not a LinkedIn coach,
you're
so I
right.
need feedback on what the presentation to please.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Dr. Augusta. So you're gonna hear from us after now. Some of us are gonna, shout out what you've done to our peers, and we hope that many persons will leverage what we are offering, because this is a lot, I must say. I didn't know that Dr. Augusta was gonna do a practical session. I didn't know, honestly. I didn't know. But here she just took off from ground zero to the advanced level. So she has just started what the person tomorrow is going to talk about, because the person is also going to do a practical CV optimization. Because what Dr. Augusta just showed us is an element you can embed. Dr. Augusta, I hope someone can embed or hypertext the link to his LinkedIn handle on his or her CV, right? Like there's a way
Yes,
you put your LinkedIn handle on your CV.
yes. I'm going to share my CV so you can see it.
Okay. Oh,
Mm. I wanted to do that, but I think I spent too much time just talking about everything.
so that's just all this is just going to give you an idea of what we are presenting now. Imagine, with the wealth of what she just showed us on her LinkedIn profile, she then takes the link to this LinkedIn and adds to her CV, such that when her CV gives a summary of what she does, what she knows, what her deliverables, her propositions, and all, then you click on the CV to see more. So imagine what that can do for a person. So that's why you see people strategically, you know, uh, carving or writing their narratives on LinkedIn, because these are the things that people get to see out there. These are the things that speaks to whatever your claims are in your CV. So what we are doing here is there's an end in mind. The end is that after Dr. Augustine's or Augusta's session, and after Dr. Daniel's session, you're going to pull this knowledge together. And of course, the year is still young. You're going to pull this knowledge together to achieve your goals.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
can still see my screen, but this is not what I wanted to share. It's an old CV, but
Okay.
you can see my LinkedIn is here.
Mhm.
This was when I was doing my former master's, but
Oh,
this is
wow.
my CV, and it takes, if you click on it, it takes you to my LinkedIn directly.
Wow.
So that's my former CV.
Guys, just look at this. From CV, there used to be a paper. And of course, you know that nobody submits paper CVs anymore. Dr. Gus, am I right? In this era of remote jobs, this is something that can set someone apart. Yeah, in this era that you can work from wherever you are, you have an optimized LinkedIn handle and then you embed it on your CV. I mean, that's a lot. So I want to
Yeah.
encourage us, to put this into practice. And please do give us feedbacks, guys. Give us feedbacks. If you're not giving us feedback, then you owe us money. Thank you, Dr. Costa. I know you're a very busy person. Thank you so very much for giving us so much value. We're gonna see more of us on the other end. So we really appreciate your generosity. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your level of intelligence. And of course, we're going to talk about you. We can't forget this day because of what you've shared with us. So you could also follow our social media handles, our LinkedIn handle. We have our YouTube handle. We have our Facebook handle. Please check us out. We're going to be bringing more values your way on those channels. So, and anybody who's missing this, encourage the person that we're gonna have the replays on our YouTube channel, but yeah, but then the person is gonna have the TV template and our certificate of participation. I'm sorry, our certificate is of high value because of the level of value we are receiving. So, guys, I thank you once again for showing up. Thank you for trusting us, and we hope that tomorrow would have spread the message wider, and we're going to have a fuller house to engage with our guests tomorrow.